this is me. This is what historical research typically looks like. I go to archives and libraries in search of old documents, files, and photos. These pieces of the past help us tell our stories. But there are ways to make history come alive today. That's why I decided to go out on the field in a bike expedition in search of the first oil fields of Brazil, located in and around Salvador, Brazil's third largest city and the capital of Bahia state. Join me on this journey. Our first stop is the port of Salvador. Its sky-high cranes move containers of all kinds, but these docks were originally built in the early 1940s as part of the initial infrastructure to ship the newfound oil of the Recôncavo fields. The Fort of Montserrat is a perfect vantage point to observe the geology of the Salvador Formation, rock conglomerates dating back to the early Cretaceous period, around 140 million years ago. These outcrops help geologists decide where oil might be found. Next, we take a boat to see Lobato, the original birthplace of Brazilian oil. Here, in 1939, after a few years of failed attempts, Bahians found oil in Brazil for the first time. Today, the well sits abandoned in the poor urban outskirts of Salvador. Still, from the boat we were in, we could clearly make out the distinct odor of oil. We get off the boat in Passé, a rural area of the municipality of Cadeias. The uphill cycle to town is hard, but the views are mesmerizing. The Atlantic forest, with its countless banana trees, is dotted with small pastures and cut by rivers and streams. In the distance, the flares and chimneys of the refinery form an almost apocalyptic background. Standing in the churchyard of Our Lady of Cadeias, we have the same point of view of Brazilian oil pioneers. From here, they could see the first commercial fields and imagine what would become the first Brazilian refinery. Today, its site is inescapable, its tanks, pipelines, and chimneys inevitable. The refinery dominates the landscape. Madre de Deus is a unique site. Sitting side by side in this coastal town are white sand beaches with clear, blue-green waters and the massive oil infrastructure that crisscrosses the place. Here, pipelines run parallel to the main roads and beachgoers play on the sand next to storage tanks. Colonial churches perched on top of hills outlook tank yards and enormous oil ships. Going from archival documents and old photographs to cycling through the first sites of oil exploration in Brazil has been an amazing experience. Seeing the way oil infrastructure dominates the landscape gives us a deeper sense of just how much humans have changed the face of the earth, here in Bahia and everywhere oil has ever been found.